The last couple of months, I was chatting with a lot of different people, and a lot of times the same topic comes up: how to focus during tough days. Now, everyone understands that the pandemic finished, and people are coming out of the crisis, and people want to focus on important things. They want to start building a business. They start to want to make a difference. There are a lot of things that people want to start focusing on, but they said that they're not able to focus. And there is one thing, and a very important thing, that people are not able to focus if they do not have clarity. So that means they are not able to focus because they do not know what to focus on. So the first thing is that you need to understand who you want to become and where you want to go to be able to focus on something. So today I want to share 5 things that every person needs to answer to be able to be more aware about themselves. So first thing is character traits. So that means what kind of character traits you want to be remembered for. So that means do you want to be remembered as kind, decisive, courageous? There's a lot of different character traits. So that means you can print a huge list of character traits and just choose maybe 20, then choose 10, and then finally choose of those 5 key character traits that you want to be remembered for. Now, second is values. So that means what kind of values you want to live by. Do you want to live by values of significance, of family, of healthy living? There's a lot of different values that you could live by. And of course, you just not need to write it down, but you need to live by. So that means you ask yourself, how I will live this value. Now, next is skills. So that means ask yourself, what kind of skills you want to build in the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, maybe public speaking, sales, networking, communication. There's a lot of different skills that you're able to build, but you need to choose and start building them now. Because of course, everyone have heard that if you read 1 hour a day about specific skill, in 5 years you'll be an expert. So if you start now, in 5 years you can be an expert, but you need to start now. Now, number 4 is roles. And roles is that what kind of roles you behave. So that means you could be a father or a mother, you could be a brother or sister, you could be a son, um, you could be a mentor, business owner. There's a lot of different roles that you could represent, and you need to choose it. And then when you choose those roles, you can ask yourself, how much time do you want to allocate to each role? Because a lot of times we create those roles, like for example, being a manager in a company, and they say that okay, the most important role is to be a husband. But when you see your time, you allocate most majority of time to be a manager. So that means we need to make sure that our roles, most important roles, gets the most time, the most quality time, and the other roles is getting less. And now the last is lifestyle. So that means we need to ask ourselves what kind of things needs to be included in your lifestyle. Do you want to go for a hike outdoors? Do you want to have healthy eating? Maybe you want to have traveling, mentorship, reading. There's a lot of things could be included in your lifestyle, but you need to decide what is important for you. And when you realize and when you ask all those questions, you start being much better in making decisions because when the opportunities are bombarding you with all the opportunities, you look into all those 5 questions and you ask like, if this opportunity is what I'm looking for. If it aligns with those 5 questions, and if not, you say no, this is not what I align, and that's why it helps because a lot of successful people are successful because they're able to say no to a lot of things, and that will allow you to say no, and that's when you will be able to say yes to the most important things. I hope it will help because the most important part is to realize the character traits, the values, skills, the roles, and the lifestyle that you want to live.